Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, my friend. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
Same thing, same thing. Doing great, even better now that I get to connect with you. So tell me,
Awesome,
what
awesome.
are we going to discuss today? Because I just want to jump right in. Our last conversation was so amazing that it left me thinking for days after that. And I circled back with you with a question, which was okay, we were talking about the vehicle and if you want to start a business that's already running, correct?
Yeah.
But what do I need to identify in order to know that, okay, this is a good call or not? So let's dive in. Let me know. Share the knowledge.
Well, this is something that I learned along the ways because when you start getting a little bit of success, a lot of people come up to you with an opportunity. Oh, this is a great opportunity. You should look into this. You'll be great at this. It fits your business, and I appreciate people thinking of me. At the same time, I learned that I took chunks of my time and distracted me looking at things that they were not going to work for me. It's not that they were not good opportunities; they were just not good opportunities for me at that
Right.
time. So I had to come up with a way to filter these things, to filter these ideas of this opportunity. So here are 5 areas that I've learned you should look at when evaluating any opportunity, evaluating any business opportunity, evaluating any joint venture, any collaboration, things like that. Any project, generally speaking, that you're considering taking part of, investing time and energy in, perhaps investing your money in, um, your attention. These are the things that you should be. There are 5 things, and I didn't come up with these myself. I learned it along the way with being an entrepreneur and doing things wrong and learning along the way. But beyond that, being surrounded by successful entrepreneurs and learning how they make decisions. So here are the 5 things when you're looking at any opportunity to bolt on to your organization to increase your revenue, whether it's linear, whether it's let's just leave it at that. New revenue. The first thing you need to look at is the company. Who is the company behind this? Have they been around? Do they have it figured out internally? Do they have good systems in place? Do they have good leadership in place? Are they committed to growing? If you remember the last time we talked about the vehicle, because a project is a vehicle, right? The vehicle needs to have a vehicle that is in good working order, that it has a good driver and it has fuel. So you need to be looking at the company that way. Does that company does that represent integrity, quality? Do they have a documented history of success? Do they have proven leadership? And most importantly, are they still growing? Right? If you want to grow, are they still growing? Or is there potential for growth? So that's the first thing, the company itself. The second thing, you should be looking at whatever products and services that they offer. Are those products and services unique in any way? Do they solve real problems in the real world? Or are they manufacturing problems so they can solve them later? Are they me too products? Do similar products already exist in the marketplace? Or are they truly unique in the marketplace? Are they priced to sell? Can a lot of people afford them? Or are they very expensive and no one can afford them? Are they priced for profit? Because you could be priced to sell, but if your price point is too low, you're going to run out of business at some point. And that happens with a lot of new companies. They implode. So those are the things that you should be looking at. The product is it price to sell, price to for profit. Does it solve real problems in the marketplace? And can a lot of people afford them? Because you want volume, right? You don't want. I'm looking for the Lexus that a lot of people can afford versus the Rolls Royce that a handful of people can afford. I'm looking for the volume. My preference. So okay, that's the second thing. The products or services that they offer. The third is is there demand for the product? Is there real demand in the marketplace for the products or services that company offers? Like I said before, do they solve problems in a meaningful way for a lot of people at a price point that they can afford? To me, that's important. So it's not a luxury item necessarily. It's I want to have this because I need it and it solves a problem for me type of item. You know, do I need a car, but I don't need a Rolls Royce. So that's the difference. At some point, I'm going to need a Rolls Royce. By the way, I love those cars. So the third thing is solving real problems in the marketplace. No, that to me, the first three areas out of the five are the internal factors. The last two are external factors. One of them is, what does the commercial side of that business look like? What if I decide to invest my time, my energy, my resources, my attention, perhaps my money in this opportunity? Will it be worth my time? Will it be worth my while? And since I only look at things that I can grow really, really big, and I'm not going to be the only one involved, if I build a team around me, is it going to be worth, or when I build a team around me, is it going to be worth it for them as well? Can we all make money, basically? What's in it for me? Because you could be a great company with great products and solve real problems, but if there's no money in it for me, that's the end of the conversation. So I need to look at the compensation side of the deal. And like I shared with you before, and everyone who listened with our audience before, I don't do anything commercially that doesn't include the three types of income. And just to recap, it has to be linear, has to include linear income. That's when you do something and you get paid for that. You sell a widget and you get paid for that. You do a contract and you get paid for that contract. That's linear, right? You exchange time and energy for money. Also, it has to have the opportunity to create leverage income. Like I said before, I want to build this big, build a team around me. We can work together. We can handle more people. We can solve more problems. We can serve more people, and we make more money together. So that's leverage. If it's one-to-one all the time and transactional, that's not interesting to me. It has to have leverage opportunity, create an agency kind of thing. And the third is, does it have the opportunity to create residual income? Residual is when you do something one time and that one activity pays you for a long, long period of time, and sometimes forever, ideally forever. So I'm looking for those three types of opportunities, three types of income inside the opportunity: linear, leverage, and residual. And I want to see a path to making money fast, a path to making decent money with decent amount of effort, and a path to making significant money with heavy effort. Meaning that I don't want to, if I do something, I want to get paid. I don't want to have to wait 6 months to get paid. I want to see the fruit of my labors pretty soon.
Correct.
So it has to be, just as an example, I don't look at any project that I don't see a clear path to adding another $10,000 of top line revenue per month to my existing business. It has to be clear. It doesn't mean that it has to happen tomorrow. It doesn't mean that it has to happen in a month, but I need to see a clear path to that. And I can determine if the potential is worth waiting for. And we're not waiting, but working towards. So make money 3 different ways: make money fast, make money on an ongoing basis, and have the leverage and residual component. So that's the commercial side. And on the fifth one that everyone should be looking at, any project, any opportunity, is the timing of that opportunity. And in real estate, people say the number one thing is location. The number 2 thing is location. The number 3 thing is location. In business is timing, because every opportunity has a cycle, a life cycle. Every opportunity starts in a growth mode, starts from zero, growth mode, exponential growth, plateau, and then it starts decaying. Every business, every product goes through that. Now, why is it that a company like Coca-Cola keeps growing? Because they keep reinventing it. When they start decaying, they innovate and get on another growth cycle. And they repeat that with products, they repeat that with formulations, they repeat that with promotions. They know they're dialed in, right? So even though Coke is an old product, they still innovate and they create more demand for that. So you need to be looking at a product that is also on the growth mode. Why would I get in an opportunity or a project that is on the way down? Well, you need to know that if it's on the way down so you can stay away from it. If it's already plateaued, there's no room for growth, I'm not there to maintain. I'm investing my time, energy, and resources to make money, and there's no growth opportunity, I'm not in it. So you got to be looking at the timing of the opportunity. Is the demand for the products or services big and growing? Do you forecast that it'll continue to grow and therefore create opportunities for you to grow? So those are the five things, Joanna. I look at the company, the services and products that they provide, the problem that they solve, the demand in the marketplace for those products and services. I look at the compensation of the commercial side of the opportunity and the timing of that opportunity. Does that help?
Oh, by all means, it makes absolute sense. And now that I revisit some of the previous choices that I've made, and the ones that worked, I know why. And the ones that haven't, I even have confirmation why they did not work, because I was just coming from a place of good heart and
Yeah.
goodwill, and, being the eternal positive I am, trying to, okay, just if you put the work in it, it's going to happen. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. If a company or collaboration or anything that you want to embark on now does not complete these components, that's a big red flag that needs to be taken care of. And it does not mean that you're a good or a bad person whatsoever. It just means that
Right.
it's not a right fit at the moment. Circling back to the
Right.
timing. Right now might not be a right fit. Let's, sit down on it, wait a little, perhaps allow the other collaboration or yourself to grow a little more to be up to that level when it's going to be a better success. No pun intended, nothing against either or of the parties involved. It's just that if we don't have those components, we cannot call it. It's just like saying a Caesar salad without lettuce. It's not a Caesar salad. We need to have all of the ingredients in order to make this recipe a success. And the more that we're aware of this, the more pain, suffering in the long and short run we're going to avoid. So once again, my friends, thank you for enlightening us with this, you know, pearls of wisdom all over the place, which is real. It's crystal. It talks to me, and I hope it talks to also to the people that are listening to this live, because clarity is key too.
Clarity.
If we're not clear about these items that Antonio has narrowed down so clearly, we should reconsider, even not only for when you do a partnership or you're trying to buy a business or have a collaboration. Utilize those components and look yourself in the mirror.
That's
Am
it.
I starting, or am I working in a company that already has all of these covered? And if not, okay, what can I do to ralentize a little to take care of that and then move forward faster?
That's an awareness that a lot of us need to develop. Are
Yes.
we hitting these five things internally? Are we checking these boxes internally? Is somebody looked at us as potential vendor? Is someone looked at us as a potential collaborator? Is someone looked at us as a potential joint partner? Are we hitting those boxes? Are we the right company with the right leadership, with the right products and services? Is our financial side tight? Are we pricing these things to sell and for profit? If we collaborate, how are we going to share the financial upside? Is there enough to make that happen? And is the timing of this collaboration the right one? So I use it. It saves me a lot of time, Joanna. It
Yeah.
saves me a lot of energy, and it's not emotional anymore,
Yeah.
because sometimes you're trying to buy the person regardless of the quality of the opportunity.
Guilty of that.
Boy, it's expensive. It's expensive to
Yeah.
do that.
And not even in money, which is the things that we like, but also it's expensive in your time, the amount of energy that it consumes you
Yeah.
trying to figure out and trying to make something work out that it
Yeah.
wasn't meant to work out from the beginning.
A
Yes.
hundred percent. Yeah. The energy and the distraction, and it takes from your main thing. It
Yeah.
takes time and energy away from your main thing. So my takeaways, hey, look at this. Look at this five areas to evaluate. And I will tell you, ideally you have all five. If you have three or more, you should do a little bit more digging, because there may still be an opportunity. Okay.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if you have something that checks all five boxes, objectively checks all five boxes, man, grab it with both hands. and make it work, because it will work. It will work. So, in fact, we're going to be doing some presentations here locally in Orlando with business owners. They're kind of by invitation only. We do those sometimes in a restaurant, sometimes in a club, not like a nightclub, but like a business club.
Oh,
Uh, we can't have the boom, boom, boom behind, and have a
or I don't
conversation.
like that either. But yeah. I bet there's people out there that do.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can go there afterwards.
Yeah.
But to have a real conversation, we sometimes we do it in a cafe or a private dining room in a restaurant, or we go to a business club. And regardless, we're gonna do some of those in person here in Central Florida, and we're also considering doing some of those virtually, so we can talk to more entrepreneurs and more business owners, no matter where they are. So I'll put that information below. If I forget to do it, somebody send me a note. Hey, where's that information? And I will take care of that. With that, I think we covered a lot of ground in a short period of time, Joanna. What do you think?
I think that we did, and it's awesome. And I'm really grateful for all that wisdom that you're sharing, because you know what? We can always make more money, but we cannot make more time, energy. Those are not refundable, my friends. So that's why you need to know where to invest those wisely.
100%. Well, good to see you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your friendship. Thank
No,
you
thank you.
for
Thank you, my friend.
everything.